Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in some and then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. So we just ran in the spot, and then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. I could go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what?
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, her she was murdered, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, that kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Minnesota Vikings taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Vikings ready to go to work, led out by their quarterback in his 3rd year wearing purple, 9th year overall in the NFL, a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes.
It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take the lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now Dak Prescott leading the way onto the field. His 5th year now as a starter as he gets the keys again to this Dallas Cowboys offense.
You hear so many discussions about Dak Prescott. Is he one of the top quarterbacks in the league? Is he still ascending? What does he need to do to get there? All I know is that when he's in control of the Dallas offense, they were #1 in the league last year in terms of yards per play, and he was 2nd in the league in passing yards with over 4,900. This guy gets it done, and his team really likes him as their leader.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, Elliott takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They're
defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
And
that's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a gain of 7. 1st down, Minnesota. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Cowboys nothing.
first and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Brings up Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Well, that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and a yard.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got 1 there. Cousins on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one pulled in by Rudolph. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
23-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
On the stop.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
now
just
you
called
can go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But
Yeah.
let's face it, you mentioned this to me in the break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First down.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
To Ezekiel
They
Elliott.
don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's taken down inside the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
16 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
You're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And 10.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. Results there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
Cowboys.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
from the red zone now. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. He's played a pretty clean first half. A touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to be swallowed up. Safe back at the 45-yard line. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And barely able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Bengals who were able to come away with the road victory. John Ross leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Keenan Allen, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. 38-14, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now Pollard. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Throwing, Cousins. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Again, it's out there. And we'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott able to hit his target lane. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
To the 49-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Zerline now for the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode it any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again.
Yes, you do. You get
hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
The ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
And 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ain't making a play.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
27-yard line.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be second down. To throw again on second down. Cousins goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jordan Evans in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
31-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darren Warren. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The Vikings take...
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception, Cousins under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And it really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Pollard. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. And
now here come the Cowboys. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
Now he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
In on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8.
Yard line.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Cooper's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
1st down, Cowboys.
Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token front.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Prescott from the gun. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number for him on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They try again with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. 39. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. First down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 4-yard line. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down.
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. He's got the connection to Cooper. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The defense.
first down. Cook. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 24. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.